Hello, everyone, and welcome to this video. um, I have built stuff. I have built, well, one stuff at least. I built this little rail thing. So it has a minecart because I was like, dude, it takes so long to go from here through the forest to my mine place. Like, it's a bit. So I have made this. It's a bit like it cuts very sharply in the corners, which is a bit meh, I guess, but it's cool. I don't have to like put that much effort into going everywhere, going to my mine. I also mined a bit off camera, so now I have. Oh, it's so so now I have like some diamond stuff. Uh, oh, now I have some diamond stuff, some diamond gear. I also have a couple of. I have a lot more of the Mace. I don't know how to pronounce that. I think that I should look that up. Also, the way I'm sitting in this is just I'm just poking out of the side. Um, but yeah, so here is just my little where I've been started mining, which is just like here I did some kind of like, oh, I want to like dig out every other, so I make sure that I get everything, trying to optimize it. I realized that probably wasn't the most efficient way to do, but because of the way um, the amount of things that spawn, one thing I've been doing that's working really well is I just take when I see something, I dig around it like this, and then I repeat. So that one is I can take now, and then I take like this. And what I've realized is that most cases this unwheel like reveals a lot more of the ores, because for example, in Minecraft, usually everything is kind of connected. Like you could have diagonals like this, but often everything is just kind of like, well, next to each other, next to one another. Like the veins are very continuous. Here it's a bit different. Like you can have things that are like it could be like in there, like behind, like quite a bit in. Like there could be like a 1 block gap. Like you can have here's ore and then there's ore. So you have to like in order to get everything, you have to kind of like dig around it, I guess. Um, but yeah, so I've been experimenting with that, and by doing so, I've like been able to excavate like really large areas. Let's see if I can find such an example of such. Yeah, right here. You can see all of this is just from doing that, and like there's still more ores that are connected. I think this is because I have, well, made it way more likely for things to spawn and to generate. So it becomes a lot of ores. Uh, but right now I'm not too worried about that because I don't want to spend super much time getting resources. Like I don't think resource gathering is that enjoyable to watch or to do. So right now I made it like that. If it becomes later that, oh, I want to kind of do more proper resource gathering and put a more effort into it, then I can rebalance and I could like get rid of some of this stuff and like kind of reset a bit, which shouldn't be any problem in that sense. But yeah, so I've been mining a bit and it continues. So if I continue down here, uh, we come to this cave, which is so big. I think that one reason why I think that was a bit inefficient is like look how many ores there are just like visible here. Like I think just going through and like poking at them will be a lot more a lot more efficient than uh mining in the what's it called? Yeah, up there by the like the kind of strip mining. So yes. I do think that this is not explored yet completely. So it's so dark as well, but it seems to be very very big. I took one of these like I went like down one of these routes because there are multiple of them, and like it just continues and continues and continues and continues and continues. Like I know how like before Minecraft had like very small caves. That does not. Oh, that does not seem like a problem in this game at all. The cave seems to be quite enormous. But I do think it's kind of fun just going around and exploring these. Oh, let's see. Because like it's just kind of relaxing. Like because there's no monsters, I don't have to be too much like on guard. I can just kind of go through, mine the stuff I think that I want, and then just yeah, it's kind of relaxing, kind of nice. I like it. So I've been doing a bit of that. Oh, diamonds! Let's go. But yeah, so I've been getting some diamonds this way, and overall I've been having a good time. It's nice. I do think one thing I do want to do, or two things I want to do. First, I want to extend the minecart network so that it becomes like, well, a bit bigger. Because right now I have to go by boat over the ocean, which is not that nice. So I would want to like kind of curve it around the cliffs that are in the ocean or by the ocean, like the shoreline. And then the second thing is that I'd want to make it a little prettier. As you saw when we were just going through the jungle, it's basically just like on the ground, on the floor. I think that works, but I'd want to have it a little bit, well, a little bit neater. Maybe have it like go across, like in the kind of like the treehouse. Make it like like more up in the trees. I think that could be really really cool. So I think the first thing I gotta do is I'm gonna head back up to go back to the base because I need for these powered rails. I need a lot of these, and I have a lot of them, but I don't have them on me. So I think that will be the kind of the first thing I do. So I want to go back there and then gather up some supplies, and then from there I can build like start building in the direction of the jungle. I think that would be quite nice. I do think that this minecart system, or like the way the minecart is done, it could use a little bit more smoothing. Because right now it's very, like the snappiness makes it, like, you can't do diagonals really, because it becomes like this. Like it just snaps back and forth and back and forth. And that's not super, like, nice to use. So I'm thinking that could have a little bit, yeah, it could probably be smoothened a bit to make it more pleasant to use. So these are the cliffs that I'm talking about. Like, it would be cool to maybe extend a little platform along these in, I guess, wood or something, and then have it run across, like, alongside it. So you could, like, go over there and then, like, that, or maybe through it in some way. But I think that would be very cool. It's quite a big project compared to what we've done so far, but I think it would really make it more convenient for me to get from here to the, what's it called? The mines. To the mines. So I think it would be worth the effort. And I think it also would be very cool to have like that kind of transportation system. I could build like a little station over here or something like that. I think that would be very cool. But anyway, here you can see I have like 13 diamonds and then like 70 of these, so I do have a lot. I also have a bunch of iron, which will be needed. I don't remember how much let's see, you get 18 rails per, like, this. Per 6 of these. And what can it be, like 200, 400? 400 blocks away, 500? I'd say no more than 500. So we need maybe 500 rails plus, let's make an estimate of, let's see. So we have 500 blocks away. I'm gonna give it plus 200 for sake of a bit of margin. We have 18 rails per one, so it's 70 divided by 80. 18, I mean, which is equal to 38, which means we'll have to craft 38 times, I think. This math might be wrong, but I think we'll have to craft 38 times, which means that we need 38 times 6 iron, which is this according to my calculator. So, wait, what? 0.3? That doesn't make... Okay, oh right, because it's 700 probably. Okay, so we'll need this much iron, at least. Uh, which is a lot, but I think I don't have enough for that right now. Um, yeah, no, I would need to get like maybe double this. But I have enough to get a good start on it at least. I have now added a second furnace, because this takes a little bit of time. This is just temporary though. But it has made me think that maybe it'd be nice to have like a bigger, like, huh? Oh, wait, that's, it doesn't care that the door's open. Okay, whatever. Anyway, it got me thinking that maybe I need it would be nice to have a bigger like smelting setup somewhere. I think that would be very nice. So that's all the iron. So we have quite a bit of iron, 123. Let's see, can I... Hello? There we go. I want to see how much I get from that. Alright, let's see, how much do I get? Oh, that's a pretty good amount. That's like, what's that? Close to 4 stacks. It's 360. That's pretty good. Now I'm thinking this will be quite a big project because like it's quite a distance, especially if I want to make it not just a straight line but also make it look kind of cool. So it will take a little bit of effort to actually pursue it. So we'll see how long it'll take. This might not be something I'll do just continuously. I might break it up into smaller parts and do a bit in different episodes. We'll have to see how it goes. But the thing I do want to do this episode is kind of build at least a somewhat decent like station house, like a little like yeah stay. I Is it called a station? Yes, a station, a minecart station. And I'm thinking it would go very well like over here, because right now there's nothing really here, but we do have this path leading up here, and so I think that would be quite nice. And then maybe we'll see if I'll also make a design for the railing, but I think that's a good start. So first things first, removing down these trees. I think this will work quite well. I've been careful not to mess with this area too much because I want to kind of preserve this ruin. I think it's really nice and I don't want to mess with it. But yeah, I think this would lend itself really well to some kind of diagonal building to some extent. I'm not exactly sure what the shape would be, but I think that it could be something like, yeah, and then have like it goes like that, and then over there it kind of isn't diagonal, but like it has like some diagonality to it. Something like this perhaps, where it has like this kind of tip to it, and then over here it becomes a bit straight. So I'm thinking like the track could go here. I think that would work quite well. I think I'm gonna have to maybe... I'm not exactly sure how the track... Maybe the track leaves like that? I'm not quite sure. We'll see how this comes along. But I think this shape would be quite nice. Yeah, I think this would be quite nice. So I'm gonna also see if I can build up some walls. I'm not too sure which wood I want to use though. But apple wood might work well. Yeah, something like that might work well. In here it might be nice to have some more like bricks. So I'm gonna melt some stone and get it all smoothened out. Something like this, I think will work well. And then I'm thinking like we could have two, oh, two places where like the track goes in. So it would go like this, I think, something like that. I'm just gathering up some wood, and I see this, like this, 4 apples just in a row. I have never seen that many apples that close to each other ever. That's a new record. I would be surprised if I find more of them just like next to each other, but 4 is pretty much what I like. That's above what I expected. This is what I've managed to build. I added a roof, I added a staircase, so now you have like this staircase up, you have a roof on top, which I think looks really nice. I think it's nice. So right now it doesn't lead anywhere, as you can see, it ends up there, because I have not yet designed the, what do you say, the, right, I have not designed the path over like going around the mountain and things like that. I don't know how it's gonna look yet. I think something like this, where there's stairs and then it's on log might be nice, but I'm very much not sure. So I'm gonna have to experiment with that later. But I do think that this is really quite nice. I'm gonna have, I'm gonna add a minecart, and there, nice. So if I go over here, let's see, I can go up, but then, it's so nice that it just it's so like exact, so lined up. Anyway, so I can go there, but then if I come on the way back, wait, no, I meant I put it there, and then it goes like that, and then get on it, but then if I go back, yeah, right. So it becomes like this is input or going in, and then that's going out. I'm not exactly sure how I want to set this up. It might be that I just have it be like it goes in the middle here or something, like it, and then it stops. I'm not sure. We'll have to see. But right now I think this is kind of cool. And then you just carry one of these on you. You leave there and then you come back there. Mostly I have two just because I think it looks cooler to have two. There might not actually be any practicality to it, but I do think it's very nice. I do think it looks nice. But yeah, this is the interior. We have just a little bit of a roof. There's really nothing much here. I think it's kind of nice to have this. I have it made it kind of round over here. But I do want to add some like benches and things like that, perhaps. To just make it a bit more like to make it a bit more like an actual place, a train station. Because right now there's no waiting place. Like usually you have like a bench or something to wait at and things like that. But that will have to come later, I think. Anyway, I think I'm quite happy with that. I don't. Yeah, I think I'm gonna continue next. Maybe next episode we can start working on the actual railing and things like that, and actually getting that kind of figured out. At least the main design of it. We could also try maybe putting it like cliff or something like that. But yeah, I think this has turned out well, and I'm happy with that. If you're happy with that, you can leave a like if you want. Dislike if you aren't happy with that. If you want to see more videos like that, feel free to subscribe if you want to. That's very encouraging for me because, well, then I see that people like what I'm doing. It keeps me motivated to make more stuff. It's more fun to share stuff when there seems to be people appreciating the fact that you share them. Of course, I will continue making videos as long as I want to anyway, so there's no stress about it. But just so you know, I wish that all of you have a very nice day. And if you're not having a great day, I hope that your day gets better. Yes. See ya. Bye bye.